Welcome to the Profit Wizard Show, the show that makes the bottom line top of mind. I'm your host, Chris Hamlin. Today, first of all, I want to apologise for a mistake I made on the last show. Yes, I made a mistake. Isn't the first, it sure won't be the last. And that's where you come in. You have to keep me honest. If you think I've made a mistake or you don't agree with what I've said on the show, make sure you put a comment down below. This is our show together, and together we're going to make it work. But my mistake this time was simply that I said direct marketing a couple of times instead of direct response marketing, which is what I really meant. I was kicking myself and I mentioned it to a friend. He looked at me puzzled and said, "What's the difference?" "What's the difference?" "All the difference in the world." And then I figured, if he doesn't see the difference, then perhaps you or someone else who watched last show might not have seen the difference either. So this show was born to address that. So my mistake was maybe a good thing after all. Anyway, what I'm going to address today is I'm going to explain direct response marketing, what it is, why it's important to your business, and how you can include a direct response component to any business. So let's dive right in. The key word here is response, and this is the word I accidentally left out in the last show. An exercise that I was given some time ago, which I'd recommend to you, is to pick up a magazine, flip through, circle every ad that asks for a response, and put a cross through each ad that doesn't. Now, this is a simple exercise, but it's worthwhile. Not only does it get the concept cemented in your mind, but it also highlights the many different ways that you can ask for a response. So there might be an ad for a face cream that tells you about the secret formulas or whatever and how effective it has been for thousands of women. And there may be another ad for a similar product that says a similar thing, but also says if you send in a coupon, they'll send you a booklet on how to take the best care of your skin and look 10 years younger. And the booklet's free. Now, I use this example specifically to make sure you realize that direct response doesn't mean you have to sell your product on the advertisement. If you're selling a magazine subscription, a small health product, some sunglasses, etc., sure, you can sell it directly from the ad. It might work well directly. Or there may be another better way to use the direct response. But if you're a real estate agent, then you can't sell all your houses via a direct response ad. It's not going to work well. "Send in your check for $280,000 and this will be yours. Hurry, only one left." Ain't going to work that well, right? So this doesn't mean direct response doesn't work for this industry. In fact, direct response has been embraced by many in the real estate industry, and those that have used it effectively have a huge advantage over those that don't. And I'll explain how these clever people do it later on in the show. But first, let's go through some sales basics so you can see how this fits in with your sales, your marketing, your sales. If you want to sell a product or service, you start off with prospects. These are pretty much everyone you can get a hold of. People who walk past your store each day, or read your adverts in the news, or read the newspaper that you advertise in, all of these people. But not all of these people are interested in what you have to offer. So if you send a salesperson to all of these people, most of them not interested in what you have to sell. They either not in a position to buy or they're just not interested. So a key thing that people are taught to do is qualify the prospects early on to avoid this problem. But it still is an effort on their part and it still wastes some time. So we don't want to really go with that either. So people use direct response advertising to qualify the prospects automatically. In the example I gave earlier, the skin cream people, they're looking at sending out a free booklet, and that free booklet, if you send in the coupon, you're saying, putting your hand up and saying, "Hey, I'm a prospect. I'm interested in my skin." So there you go. Now, they're not a total qualified prospect at this stage because we don't know if they can afford the product or if they have the means to pay for it. And this is why on the internet you will often see ads for trials of products for $1. They're charging you $1 to make sure you have got a credit card and the ability and willingness to purchase online. They're qualifying you. So how does a successful real estate agent use direct response? They offer some free information in the form of a booklet or report. Maybe a report on the 10 biggest mistakes home buyers make, or how to get the best house for the least cost, or, whatever. People looking to buy a home will ask for that information, put their hand up and say, "I'm a qualified prospect, I'm buying a house." Same thing for sellers of homes. This thing that you're offering, which isn't your product, is known as a widget. In this case, it may be a booklet, could be a report, mortgage calculator, spreadsheet. If you're selling something expensive, you may offer something related cheaper. For example, if you're selling expensive golf clubs, you might offer free golf balls or cheap golf balls because you're qualifying the universe of prospects into just those that play golf. So that's direct response. The next thing, obviously, is you want to capture the name and address, as many details as possible from the prospect, so you're able to send them another offer. This direct response can be done in any medium, but the easiest, cheapest method is via the internet. It can be set up so that it collects the information from the prospect automatically. They fill in a form, they press send, and the report comes to them in digital form, virtually no cost to you. And it's automated 24 hours a day. Now, we're not going to spend a lot of time talking about that and how that works on this show. If you would like me to devote some time on a future show to show you how this can be done, I can do a screencast, show you how to set it all up on your business, let me know by putting a comment below. I can certainly do that for you. Okay, so quick recap on today's show. Decide which medium you'll use to advertise to your prospects. That's what we discussed last show. Create a widget and offer it in the ad. Do that exercise, look in the ad, see what widgets other people use in return for the prospect's contact details. Now, the widget, as I said, could be free or it may be a low cost, then nominal cost. Then collect the names and details of your prospect, and this is your list. Now you send these offers to your list, and the list will be a big part of your business, and we're going to have a bit more about the list on an upcoming show. As mentioned, the last show was one of the biggest features of direct response marketing is that you can measure your success on a campaign. Because you're asking a response, you can measure that response and you can work on it and improve it. Again, if you spot any mistakes in this show, want any clarifications on the things I've shared with you, have any questions about the show or about your business, post a comment to the show. I'll answer your questions either in the comments or on an upcoming show. If this was valuable to you, please let me know too. This is your show. Let's work together to make it better and more useful for you. Okay, have a great day. Until next time, I'm Chris Hanlon for the Profit Wizard Show. Bye.